Hello, it's 2 weeks later now, and today I am aiming to paint my kitchen. This is the first time that there are no clear walls in not just a big surface of wall that I need to paint, but I need to paint above the kitchen cabinets and around a window and under the kitchen counter. So I think today is gonna be a bit more challenging than the previous times when I was painting, and it will require more preparation as well to cover the spots that should not get paint on them. Yeah, let's figure it out. Let's see how it goes. I think I'm gonna start with this side, with above the kitchen counter, which I think is gonna be the most challenging one, or the kitchen cabinets, because I have to paint in there. And how am I gonna reach that? That's still a little bit of a mystery. I don't know how I'm gonna get up there. I mean, I can reach my ceiling just getting on a chair, but obviously if there's a kitchen counter in front, I might not be able to reach in that corner or in the back of that wall. So I don't know how is that gonna go. I might have to stand up here for this corner, but for this corner I don't have that option, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try to kind of clean the surface a little bit, dust it, and maybe if there are spider webs and stuff. And this is my construction that I created for the purpose. All right, well, I guess I'm going to try to start here and take it one step at a time. Today, go in small portions. Let's see how it goes. How am I going to put this up? Oh, and I can see the last time when it was painted, how far they got. I guess the place was painted after the kitchen was built in, since the kitchen was built in at least once, as I can see. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to start in that corner, because now that corner is covered and it's not long enough to also cover this corner. So I'm gonna start in that corner and then move this way first and then the other way afterwards. You can definitely see how bad it is here, how dark the paint is, and how much whiter the one that I'm painting on is. moving on to the other side, I need to clean up a little bit. I need to remove everything from the top, obviously, and also from the counter. Now you can see the difference on the ceiling, how different the painted part looks compared to the non-painted part, how much whiter it is. Here is where things started to be a bit complicated for me, because my phone's memory was full and it didn't record completing this wall. Alright, so I'm very tired. It is noon. I'm hungry. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to paint the ceiling still before having lunch. And here the camera stopped recording again because the memory was full. So basically I decided to finish the ceiling after this, but I couldn't make any footage of that since I didn't have any space to store the recording on. And then I finished for the day because I was already tired and had other things to do. So in a minute we will move to the next day when I was painting. Hi guys, it's a week later. Last week when I was painting in my kitchen, I ran out of storage space on my phone. I'm filming with my phone, and so I couldn't record everything. For example, I painted the ceiling as well, but I didn't have the storage space for it, and I didn't have time to go through my phone and delete things that I don't need. So yeah, I just painted and didn't record. But today I have to come back to the kitchen because there is still a portion that I missed. Plus, I don't know, every time I paint the ceiling, I miss some some parts, so I have to fix some patches that I kind of left out. I'm planning to paint this section under the kitchen counter here. So I have to move everything which is in front, and then here I painted these two walls, but I have to repaint this part because I painted it with the brush, and I don't know, maybe you can see it. It's not very even. See that? Yeah, it's not very well done. And I didn't see it when I was painting, so I only saw it afterwards. And then I want to, because I painted this wall, but then I didn't go all the way down, so I have to finish the bottom. I have to paint this side, and maybe if I have time, I would also ideally like to paint this one, which means I would have to take all of this off to paint this side. So I'm gonna try to work on this. I'm going to make a cute little time lapse of me doing this part, and then we will continue with the other things. is a couple of days later. I didn't have time to put the shelf back yet, so I'm gonna do it now. I put some of these felt rounds on the back here. I am hoping that this would help not getting the wall damaged by putting the shelf back up, because I'm afraid, because when I was taking it off, the wall got a little bit damaged, and I don't know if I did it while taking it off or it was already when it was put up. So I was hoping that this would help, but maybe the placements of them are not correct, because maybe they should be up here and here. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it work and protect the wall at the same time. So the only issue is I think I need a chair because it's too high. Damn it, I'm already damaging the wall, I think, that I just painted. Oh my goodness, I just made a huge hole on the wall. Because I was really pushing, because it's getting harder and harder to screw it in. I just realized that I never took this off after painting. So I was like putting a lot of pressure, and then it got out of the head of the screw and went directly into the wall. Ready. Hey, it is the next weekend and I'm continuing painting my walls, and I am moving on to this wall with all the windows there. So the surface that I need to paint is actually not too much, because it's just above the windows and in between, and then also below and around the two radiators. Probably this side I will not get to, because obviously my couch is in front of it and I will not move this couch by myself. So that section will have to be painted together with the big wall here, which has all the big furniture on it. And for this I will definitely need help. I don't know yet who's gonna help me and when that's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be the last thing that we are going to do. I'm going to finish everything else before that. I'm hoping to not only paint these small sections, but to also paint a little bit of the ceiling as well. We'll see, maybe at least like this part. I don't know. I don't know how much of the ceiling I can paint, but I want to start also painting the ceiling there. This one is a bit more complicated than the previous painting sessions because of, first of all, I need to move some of the furniture, obviously. And second of all, I need to cover the windows with plastic or somehow, and also the radiators. So I'm gonna go from up here first and then go down gradually so that I can, yeah, that makes sense in my head. Because then I can cover the windows and everything below when I'm doing the upper part, and then I can take off the cover, and then I can continue with around the heaters section. So I think I'm gonna start with prepping the area, and then we will go from there.
I never really know what's
Once I put this shelf back up, I realized that I should have waited because I still have to paint up there. So now I have to cover it. Alrighty, I am going to take off the plastic from the top and I'm going to start painting the bottom soon, but I need to charge my camera, my phone. So I'm gonna do that off camera and I will be back once you're charged. Alright, I secured the area, put painter's tape around here, also on the floor I prepared it. I put plastic over the heater and prepared also here. So I'm gonna paint this area, this small area between the window and the heater, that area, and also below the heater there is a short section, and I am contemplating of cutting this one a little bit so that it doesn't show that much behind, because it is behind the heater, but it doesn't need to be out here so far. Okay, I'm done for today. I'm gonna clean up now. It was messy. Today was messy, I don't know. Trying to paint over furniture is tricky. That is why for this wall, I definitely need to move the furniture away so that I have the clear wall and I can just paint without worrying about getting paint on anything, because today things spilled. I spilled some, I don't even know how, but I spilled some paint on my work laptop. I spilled also some paint on my desk and one of the wires of my computer. So yeah, I wasn't very careful today, but at the same time it's like, this one felt like a very DIY version of painting, because I felt like this is not how the professionals do it. Crouching to reach under the heater, radiator, whatever you call it. So yeah, let me clean up, and this is for today. I think I'm gonna also finish this episode with this footage. So if you want to watch the next upcoming episodes, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't watched the first one, maybe you can now watch that, and hit the like button if it was motivational, any good, if you liked, just watching me painting. And I'm looking forward to see you at my next videos. Until then, goodbye.